Hey, what's up? It's your boy, that 134 down, back with another video. And, you know, this was a more interesting one. This one, I didn't really think this until I started watching a lot of Fox Sports stuff. And LeBron James, so they're having a conversation about if LeBron James could surpass Michael Jordan. And half of the panel was more like, no, because, he's been resting a lot. He's not really giving it all the time. And other guys are like, he could if he won four more championships and 2 more MVPs. And I'm like, no way. Okay. So let's be real here. Michael Jordan didn't really beat the greatest teams, okay? He didn't have a chance until a bunch of teams were washed up. He didn't have to face against great teams. He faced against good teams, amazing teams, not great teams though. Lakers are washed up by then. Detroit got old. They were just old. So they moved on. And LeBron James played more minutes. LeBron James is the only player to have 13 seasons and to have 25 or more points averaging per season. And I don't know why people are all big about the MVP thing because, number one, nobody really gives a crap about the MVP at the end of the day except for the stupid media, okay? It's not like I'm going to be thinking to myself, next season, oh my gosh, Russell Westbrook won the MVP, so he's the greatest player of all time. Just because Steph Curry won unanimously doesn't mean anything to me. Steph Curry is not an MVP athlete. I didn't think MVP player last year. So, and there's also this thing about, he got to win more championships, right? You are dead wrong about that. Number one. If you guys want to go by championships, Bill Russell's the best player ever then. Go by championships, you just got to say Bill Russell's the best player because he won 11 of them, okay? Michael Jordan only won 6. And guess what? He won 11 in 12 seasons. I don't care what you say. I don't care what it was back then. It doesn't matter. He would be considered the greatest player then. So greatest athlete and greatest players are two different things. So athlete, he's by far the greatest. He's phenomenal. He can guard 5 positions. Well, yeah, maybe. And he's just overall an amazing player. And you know what? Honestly, he's a much better dude than Michael Jordan was. From what I understand about Michael Jordan, everybody thought that he's a real douchebag. And you know what? That's okay for Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan was such a great player that maybe that's how you had to be. But LeBron's nothing like that. LeBron's more personable, more liked. LeBron understood that the ceiling was not the roof. He totally understood that. And Michael Jordan didn't. But seriously, people are having this argument about don't use numbers because you can't. On these things, you can't really use numbers because you're really going to use numbers. There's always going to be stats that say you're wrong. Steve Nash had 2 MVPs back to back too. He's not in the greatest conversation. Steph Curry's not in the greatest conversation. But honestly, you know what? For my books, LeBron James is the greatest player I've ever seen, and I don't care what anybody else thinks. Because that's who I've seen as the greatest player I've ever seen. And a lot of people are like, oh, a lot of people watch Wilt Chamberlain will tell you Wilt Chamberlain's the greatest player they've ever seen. A lot of people watch LeBron James will be like, he's the greatest player you've ever seen. A lot of people see Michael Jordan play will be like, he's the greatest I've ever seen. You can't do anything. LeBron could win 25 finals in a row. And people will still be like, Michael Jordan or Wilt Chamberlain are better than him. So they're just amazing. They did all this stuff. I understand, and that's what I'm more like with LeBron James. But LeBron James also has a lot more than Michael Jordan does have going for him. Amount of minutes he's played, the fact that he made to 7 finals in a row. Michael Jordan. How many first round exits has LeBron James had? As many as mine. 0. Okay? And I don't even play in the league. And you know what? Michael Jordan has 3, I believe. So, you know what? And also, LeBron is a walking dynasty. LeBron, wherever he goes, they will make it to the playoffs, and they will probably be a caliber team for the finals on the East or even on the West. Because you know why? Because you know what? When Michael Jordan left, they went from 62 to 59 wins. When LeBron left Cleveland, they went from being the best team in their conference to being a lottery pick. And then the next thing you know, and that's where that Kyrie. And then when he left, the Heat, which the Heat were already a good team. I will say that the Heat, the Heat have a good general staff. They have a good coach, and they fell apart. They didn't even make the playoffs. They still haven't made the playoffs since he left. So that's why I say LeBron's the greatest I've ever seen. I don't know why people argue with me about this. I don't really argue with people about it anymore either because whatever. But yeah, he's the greatest in my books. He will forever be the greatest. Until someone comes by and go to 10 finals in a row. So see you guys. Peace. I hope you guys have a good day. Don't comment, rate, subscribe for more videos. And go check out some, make sure to watch some NBA and check out some of my other videos. See you guys. Hope you have a good day.